Welcome to Talking Trash, and today we're in Perham at the Perham Resource Recovery Facility, and I have Zach Fiested from Otter Tail County Solid Waste here. So where are we?
We are standing up on the sort line of the MRF, and MRF stands for the Materials Recovery Facility, and that's what this whole building is. But the part we're concentrating on right now is just the sort line. And this is kind of the first place where all the solid waste garbage comes in and is first looked at. And that's where we're standing right now. It's on a tall platform.
Kind of the bird's eye view here. And so what's right over your shoulder here?
All right, behind us is the panel view, and this is kind of the brains of the operation, or at least where you can control everything. So our sort line workers, when they'll be up here on the platform in between the sorting stations, they can control every piece of machinery in this building right here, in the MRF. You can see all the different colors, and what this kind of means is what's running, what's not, if the machines have electricity running to them, and if they need to stop something for whatever reason, they can press buttons here and make that happen. But it just kind of gives you an overview of where everything is going. The arrows here show the direction where the certain materials go. The waste stream goes throughout the whole facility, but then as things are taken out, your fines, your metals, recyclables, things like that, they go to different places. So it just kind of shows you where everything's going, and then the sort line workers, what they can do is control this up here. So it's just a really easy to use system, and it's really kind of neat for them to be able to control everything from one place.
It is. And so explain a little bit about what this red great button is there.
This is what we call an emergency stop, or an e-stop. And so if something happens, piece of material comes through here that's too big, or something down the line needs to be stopped, you just hit this button and everything in the facility stops. Okay, and then on all the equipment there's a red kind of, it's like a bus stop line. If you're riding a bus, you pull that, all the equipment's going to stop too, just like kind of way when you pull it on a bus, if you want the bus to stop and let you off. So safety is just a huge thing. So if anything happens, all our workers are able to either pull that line, hit this e-stop button to stop the equipment when they need to. There's also a pause and resume button before it enters the trommel. And what's neat about that is if something comes through, like a really bulky material, like a mattress or something, and they need to stop the line to get that off of there, they can just hit the pause button, but then the rest of the machinery in the whole facility keeps running. And then they can hit resume and just start where they left off. So you don't have to shut down the whole facility just for something like that.
So the pause and resume would just close down or shut down behind, and everything forward is still moving.
Yeah, exactly. So anything behind this, so on the tipping floor, that would stop too. So yeah, really, it's really designed to be as efficient as possible, and that's what we want. So we're maximizing the facility.
And so looking here now, if we have Raina swing out a little bit, and we'll kind of get the bird's eye view of where we're at. We have where the conveyor belt here empties into the trommel, and then can you explain a little bit? We did it up from the ants view on the floor, but how about up above here? Explain where we're at.
Sure, and again, it all makes a U shape. So it starts here, goes through the trommel. That's kind of one part of the U, and then it's going to take a left-hand turn. And all along, as it moves along, there's places for the garbage and different pieces to fall through. And so those conveyor belts are going to take it into different bins and go through like the eddy current, and there's magnets and all those different things. And then it finally ends up, if you look behind us, there's a long conveyor belt, and that's where it's going to end up back on the tipping floor, where it's going to get dumped in the incineration pit.
So anything that can't be recycled will eventually end up on the tipping floor and be incinerated.
Yeah, anything that's what we call conducive to burning. So if it's a material that's going to be able to generate heat that we can sell for steam, that's something we want to get there. So it's keeping those metals out that just don't burn very well, the fines, the dirt doesn't burn very well, just keeping those things out of there. So that's kind of the big picture of it.
And the good thing about that is that the metals are recyclable. So, and please join us for our next show where we'll still be at Perham. Take care.